So SD Engineers was formed about 2014 and they've grown ever since. They started as SD Structures, as a small structural firm, and we've grown up into a multidisciplinary business. We recently rebranded. We're now SD Engineers, and that involved bringing our civil team in-house alongside our structural team. When we were looking to move over from our older software, we looked at the market and trialled basically every single software that was out there, and Causeway Flow really jumped out at us. It was all about the speed of the integration, the ease of the use of the product, and being able to mitigate any problems from the outset, going from a sketch scheme as opposed to having to fully model something that didn't exist before. So that's a saving of time. You're talking about doing something in 10 minutes as opposed to spending 2 days on a model to get it to a point. That's really powerful.
I moved into civil when I joined SD Engineers in 2021, and the progression since has been impeccable. I've been exposed to a lot more within the civil engineering world.
Training on older software is a real challenge. We were running very manual methods of working before that. They're really good for teaching, but they're really slow because you've got to get the work out the door as well at the same time as training your staff. Just to show what you're actually doing is really powerful as a visual learning aid.
I like working in 3D. I find that being able to visualize in real time how the model looks and then being able to output that into a physical 3D model as well makes it really interesting. I've been able to spend about 3 days to design the whole scheme iteratively, whereas with the spreadsheet system, it took about 2 weeks.
We're on the current scheme of a large housing project, which is about 400 odd units, and we've used Causeway from the outset to really design things fast for our client and run quite massive models.
Sustainability is a key thing at SD. Initially, there wasn't much allocation for suds, so we used attenuation grades to start with and permanent paving, rain gardens and swales, but this still wasn't enough. So we went back and asked if we could add blue roofs to the site, and these are all ways of making sure that the water quality is improved, the rate at which flooding happens is reduced massively, and the fact that you can incorporate those through the sketch and the smart drainage, it just makes it a lot easier. And some of these features can be used by the residents of this estate.
So we had a session with Causeway to run through like a workshop, and it was really helpful because it enabled us to go from a short, small model to a fully blown 3D visualization in Civil's 3D with all the parts fully mapping in, chambers appearing the right sizes, so that we could straight away pull that together with the structural elements that have already been done and collaborate there.
Flow and SmartTools integrate really well with Autodesk products. We produce the model once and it integrates with Civil 3D to produce the 3D output, integrates with Flow to produce the hydraulic model, and that way you're not doing the same thing twice or missing some steps. It's just all one step, one process. Our domestic projects take like a day or two to produce a whole design, whereas before it would take at least a week to integrate everything.
So we have a lot of historic projects that run on older software, and that software is completely compatible with Causeway Flow, so it's been brilliant to easily take those models and try and reinterpret them. In all honesty, I found it's easier just to start again because Causeway Flow is so fast and you can quickly map out everything you already have. When we moved over from the older software, we used to use a dongle license. We changed over to the network cloud version of Causeway Flow, which was absolutely brilliant for us. It was about a third of the cost and gave us the ability to install the product anywhere we wanted. I feel like Causeway's really invested in what we do, especially with SMEs. They're really supportive, really help us deliver our products to clients. Yeah, the support team is amazing, and we've had nothing but good experiences. Here at SD, we really want to grow the business even more in the civil department. We want to expand and work on even bigger projects. And I really think Causeway Flow is going to be a big part of this. It's really going to help our projects grow and really push the limits on software and engineering and design some really cool stuff.